Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun to give, looking for room. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. The linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got the tight end. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davison. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Off the play fake on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got the back over the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Green. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to ball his way in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Does a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. And off from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense trying. Back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Dominated receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got the back in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced. And
a shot toward the end zone. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Finds his back in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Turning it on. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. It's complete on the right side. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Golden Gophers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
I'm definitely trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Turns it loose deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. The 20. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Snap from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened.